History is about to be made here on British Wrestling Weekly, as for the first time in the history of New Generation Wrestling, the NGW Undisputed Champion goes head-to-head with the Gen X Cup holder, Matt Myers.
Matt Myers has dreamed for an entire year of a rematch against Nathan Cruz. Well, through sheer hard work, those dreams have become a reality because the Gen X champion is here for that rematch. Our cameras caught up with him earlier.
You know, a lot's changed since me and Nathan Cruz last went against each other. The biggest change, you know, I'm the Gen X champion. Now, training for the Gen X has been completely different to anything I've ever done. It's fast, do you know what I mean? And you have to be fast, and your training has to be fast, and everything is just go, go, go. And last time when me and Nathan Cruz went against each other, it was on his terms. I felt like it was at his pace. But it's going to be a surprise because I don't think Nathan's ready for what's coming. As soon as that bell goes, I'm going to be going for him. I'm going to be treating this like a Gen X match. I'm going to be trying to get it done within 10 minutes because I know that Nathan Cruz, he's not going to be expecting that.
Matt Myers promising to come out firing from the opening bell. Nathan Cruz had better be ready for this challenge from the Gen X champion.
And Matt Myers there telling us exactly what his strategy was going to be. He requested that footage would not be aired until Nathan Cruz was in a position not to see it. So the only person now who doesn't know what Matt Myers has in mind is the man we're about to meet, the undisputed NGW Heavyweight Champion, the man who has held that belt longer than any other person in professional wrestling. The show stealer Nathan Cruz is about to enter the whole City Hall.
He has defeated all comers as champion for close to 2 years. Will this be another triumph for Nathan Cruz? Our cameras caught up with the show stealer earlier today and got his thoughts ahead of this huge championship match.
It's tough for me to say this, but it's another win for Nathan Cruz. It's something I've done before. I beat him last year, and you know what, I'm going to beat him again. I think everybody's going to remember at the end of this season as once again Nathan Cruz came, saw it, conquered. I'm still the undisputed NGW champion. And if I was to say one thing to Myers other than good luck, it's also, you know, why he comes back for more. That I'm undefeatable and I'm going to remain the NGW Undisputed champion.
I am undefeatable. The words of the NGW Undisputed Champion. And for nearly 2 years, Alex, he has been correct.
Well, Matt Myers, as the best friend of Nathan Cruz, has often said that Cruz perfectly walks the line between confidence and arrogance. Unfortunately for Myers, Cruz is undefeatable thus far on this programme for those championship belts. But will tonight be the night that ends once and for all and Matt Myers fulfills his dream of beating Cruz for those belts?
They have been best friends their entire lives. But now, in Hull City Hall, Cruz and Myers go head-to-head for the Undisputed Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles bout set for one fall. This match is between two champions, two best friends, and it will decide the New Generation Wrestling Undisputed Championship. Introducing first of all to my left, the challenger, fighting out of Hull City, and winning tonight at 191 pounds, he is the current NGW Gen X League Champion, the amazing Matt Myers!
A year ago, Matt Myers couldn't get it done against Cruz, but is this his moment?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, in the opposing corner, the champion, also wrestling out of Hull City and weighing tonight at 219 pounds. This is the current reigning and defending NGW Undisputed Champion. He is the show stealer, Nathan Cruz.
The longest reigning champion to beat.
So here we go. Nathan Cruz, the new generation wrestling undisputed champion. Matt Myers, the holder of the Gen X Cup. And we start things out with a handshake between two best friends.
And Myers said that he's going to treat this match like a Gen X match. And, oh, wow!
He wasn't joking. Look at this, Myers. Straight from the bell with the high knee and the second rope moonsault. Goes for the alley cover. Can he shock Cruz here? No, he gets two.
Wow. Nathan Cruz was not expecting that. Matt Myers in Gen X matches has just 10 minutes to get the job done. And look at the speed and frenetic pace of the challenger.
Tries to tie him up again, and Myers again gets an early 2 count. But Cruz is reeling here from this fast start from Myers. Spinning heel kick right into the jaw of the champion.
And Cruz normally has the champion's advantage and the champion's pace. And Matt Myers is not going to let that happen in the rematch he's waited a year for.
Myers has Cruz in the corner, ramming those shoulders into the midsection. And Myers has come out all guns blazing as he promised. Leapfrogs over Cruz, picks him up, inverted atomic drop on the show stealer. And the high knee finally Cruz finds a way in.
And look at that. You can already see heavy braving from Nathan Cruz. The last time he wrestled and defended that title on this program, it was against Doug Williams. And it was Cruz who was trying to speed up the pace. But this time, it's Matt Myers. And nobody has learned to win a professional wrestling match faster than Matt Myers. And he has the Gen X Cup to prove it.
Cruz will send Myers into the corner, went for another leapfrog, this time unsuccessful.
Slingshot belly to back suplex attempt by Nathan Cruz up onto the second, and a huge crossbody.
Now Cruz will go for an early cover. He gets 2. And again Myers able to kick out just as Cruz did, but very interesting to see the strategy from both men early on here, Alex. When you've got two people who know each other so well, it must be very difficult for either man to surprise the other.
Well, you have to believe that Matt Myers has studied the last contest he has with Nathan Cruz. One of the greatest matches, in my opinion, we've ever seen on this program. It was emotional. It was athletic. In fact, it was incredible. But Myers will have watched that again and again and made sure that he will not repeat history. And in fact, since the last time they wrestled, Myers has had the biggest winning streak of his career. However, that winning streak has been balanced out by another person's winning streak, and that's the champion Nathan Cruz, who's been undefeated for almost 2 years.
Yeah, you say he's watched it back. I would say that for Matt Myers, that first match a year ago is burned into his brain, every moment of it. He's probably replayed it 1,000 times in his head, wondering what he could do differently. And this is his chance to put right what he did wrong last time and try and win the Undisputed Championship.
Look at the quickness and speed of Matt Myers up the second rope with a huge flying elbow. And the Gen X champion's feeling it now.
Again go for the cover. You see in every part of Myers' offense the influences of that Gen X League where you only have, as you said Alex, 10 minutes to get the win. Myers not wasting any time at all in trying for the victory here.
Well, the last time they wrestled each other, Myers had to work to Cruz's pace. But as I said, in that year, Myers is, in my opinion, the most improved wrestler on the NGW roster. And that Gen X style is going to become a big, big advantage if he can keep that pace going against Nathan Cruz.
Myers with a chop across the chest on the show stealer. Now hooks him up for a suplex. Cruz lands on his feet, goes for the rear waist lock. Myers will counter. Cruz into the corner here.
Oh, goes for that stunner. Myers stunner. Cruz blocks it.
And again he tries for it. Enziguri from Cruz. Myers stays on his feet, but now goes down with the neck breaker.
Well executed. And interestingly, Cruz is being forced into playing Myers' game. It's paid off just there with that neck breaker and the high impact offense of the show stealer. But how long can Cruz keep going at the speed of the Gen X champion?
Well, it's Myers who's had to go outside to take a breather here after that neck breaker from Cruz. There's another example of what we were talking about. Cruz had that Myers stunner scouted and was able to counter.
You cannot underestimate the sheer wrestling ability of the champion who gets a 2 count on Matt Myers. Nathan Cruz has been in with the best, and when he beat Rampage Brown for that championship, many believed that it would be a short run because Rampage would beat him in a rematch. Well, Cruz has taken on all challengers, some of the best in the business, and he's still got those belts.
Our historic main event continues after our last commercial break. It It is champion versus champion here in Hull City Hall, and Nathan Cruz is in control against Matt Myers.
Well, Nathan Cruz has finally managed to get the pace of contest that he wants. He has slowed down the Gen X champion Matt Myers and is now going to work.
Cruz will go for another cover, gets a 2 again. And from Myers' perspective at this point, he had that strategy at the start to come out all guns blazing in that Gen X style. That worked for a while, but now Cruz has settled into a rhythm here. Myers is going to have to shift strategy, Alex, I think, isn't he? And try and find a way to get back into this.
Well, if there's one thing we learned from their last contest, it's that Matt Myers refuses to quit. Remember, Nathan Cruz hit him with not one, but 2 show stolens. Nobody had ever kicked out of it before, and Matt Myers had to be knocked unconscious for Cruz to score the winning pinfall.
And Myers comes out of the blocks again. That tenacity you're talking about as he knocks down the champion not once but twice.
Myers has obsessed over this, Dave. Literally obsessed. He won the Gen X title. He scaled the ladder. And now, he's back up on his...
Myers uses his momentum from that German suplex to hit the kick on Cruz, and now both men are down.
I mean, I was just talking about how Myers is obsessed over this match, over the rematch, in his mind, in his heart, my God, in his soul. He must beat Nathan Cruz. All through their childhood, Cruz was the cooler one, Cruz was the more successful one, and Myers needs to prove to himself that he can be equal to the show stealer.
Cruz and Myers struggling to their feet with the Undisputed Championship on the line. Cruz into the corner, no one home. Myers, the kick to Cruz. And now the Gen X champion to the right, a drop kick to the side of the head.
And Myers up in that pace like we saw right at the beginning. And he is feeling it now. Cruz goes for a swing and flatliner. Center of the ring.
That could do it, you know. Cruz's head hit the mat hard, but it's only 2.
Cruz's skull bounced off that canvas like a rubber ball hitting a wall.
Myers can't believe that Cruz was able to escape there, but if you're Matt Myers now, you've got to stay on him. You've got to stay on him, man.
And Myers has his friends, his family here in the Hull City Hall. The pressure that he must be feeling because they were here the last time that he fought Cruz and he lost, and he will not let it happen again.
And Myers face first into the mat. The Cruz pushes him away. And Cruz has the leg. What's he doing for here? Myers fights out.
Cruz was going for that submission. Straight to that knee. Straight to that knee. And he's going for that submission hold, if you remember, that he beat Doug Williams with. And if he can get this on the legs of Myers, then Myers... he does center of the look of this.
And Myers looks like that left knee was hurt. He's going to be writhing in pain here. And look at the angle of his body. Very hard to make any kind of movement towards the ropes from that position. Especially now, Cruz wrapping his legs around the body of Matt Myers.
Myers, inches from those ropes. But with Nathan Cruz's body weight pulling down the legs of Myers, Myers must feel like it's 1,000 miles.
And Myers, he knows that if he taps here, he'll never forgive himself. And with that extra bit of energy that fall must have produced, he makes it to the room.
It was a move that was good enough to be one of the greatest legends from British wrestling, Doug Williams. But here tonight, in his home city, Matt Myers refuses to tap out.
What would it do to Myers if Cruz beat him for the second time in 2 years?
It would crush him, Dave. He's going for show stolen.
But listen, this would do it. This would do it. Myers knows it. He finds a way out, goes for the pin.
But Cruz rolls through. Myers stunner. He's got it.
He got all of it.
Oh my gosh.
New champion. No. Cruz found a way out.
Look at the shock on the face of Myers and the pain etched on the face of the champion.
Nathan Cruz, I'm not sure he can believe that he kicked out of that. Myers certainly can't.
It was the move that won him the Gen X Cup. It was the move that won him that Regeneration X ladder match. But so far, it's not the move that will win him the Undisputed Championship.
Myers might be wondering now, what will it take? That's the biggest weapon he has, and it didn't put Cruz away. Cruz is still on his feet, still fighting back.
And look at these two warriors, trading forearms and European uppercuts, and now chops. This one, as much as they are friends, has become personal because it's for the richest prize in televised British professional wrestling, and Myers got Cruz up on the show. Oh, no, wait.
I've got the show stolen! Myers hits Cruz with his own move!
Oh, my God!
To win the Undisputed title! No! Oh. Matt Myers, within a split second of beating Cruz with his own move!
Well, it was the move, or one of the moves, that knocked Matt Myers unconscious the last time. And what an incredible situation for Matt Myers to use it against the champion.
Myers didn't put Cruz away with the stunner, didn't put him away with the show stolen. What more can Matt Myers do to Nathan Cruz?
And talking of moves that knocked him unconscious last time, Myers is going for a German suplex. Remember, it was a series of suplexes that Cruz used against Myers. Oh, and he's going for it again, and Myers doing everything he can to fight out.
Again, Myers has gone over that previous match so many times in his head. He must have thought of every possible way he can counter.
Oh, Myers!
Second rope, knees up from Cruz into a small package. Could he win it here? No.
Oh, that greetings from Awesome Town Moonsault, but he landed on nothing but knee in the ribs, and now look at Cruz. Finish Nathan Cruz. Oh, you know he's going for a belly to back. Slingshot suplex, center of the ring.
Myers, his body lands hard in the middle of the canvas. And Cruz now, maybe he's going to go for it. He does. The show stolen.
He's got him, Dave.
And that will be what?
Myers kicked out a one.
A one count.
Oh my God.
A one count.
The last time these two competed, Myers kicked out. The first wrestler to ever do it. But to kick out a one, Nathan Cruz cannot believe his eyes, and neither can I.
Cruz in utter disbelief.
On. Myers is laughing. This is like deja vu. This is like history repeating itself. The last time these two wrestled, and what must be going through the head of the champion.
Well, Cruz, I think, is saying to Myers, don't make me do this again. Last time they competed, Cruz, as you said, had to knock Myers unconscious. I don't think Cruz wants to do that to his best friend, but he will if it means keeping the Undisputed Championship.
And there's no bigger statement Matt Myers could have made about his intention than kicking out the show stolen at one. And oh God, history is repeating himself, because this is exactly what happened at the conclusion of their last match. And look, Cruz is beside himself. He has to do it, and Myers refuses to stay down.
Myers, as long as he has breath in his body, you've got to think he will try and keep fighting for that title. Another German suplex. Oh, is Myers out? He might be.
He landed on the back of his head 2 times in a row. And the Gen X champion, the challenger for Nathan Cruz title, looks lifeless, but he's still moving.
He's moving.
Oh.
Cruz will pick up Myers again.
What's he got him? Oh, Dave, you know what I think this was the move, Dave. An inverted show stolen that knocked Matt Myers unconscious. This is it.
Myers lands on his feet! Myers lands on his feet! And the Myers stunner! Myers stunner on Cruz!
Oh, it's a second stunner! Oh my God!
Cruz is out! Cruz is out!
No way!
With the cover! Matt Myers is the Undisputed Champion!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and NGW Undisputed Champion, the amazing Matt Myers!
After a year of self-doubt, after a year of questioning if he could get it done, on this week's episode of British Wrestling Weekly, Matt Myers finally defeats the show stealer.
Some people say that dreams are made to be broken, but never listen, because in the ring right now is the living embodiment of what happens if you chase and pursue those dreams, because Matt Myers has done the unthinkable and beaten Nathan Cruz to become the most televised champion in British wrestling today.